Very good evening, guys. Am I audible? Please let me know, guys. Am I audible or not? Very good evening, everyone. Very good evening, guys. Am I audible now? Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Okay, okay. How are you guys? Let me know first. Good now, everyone. Yes, yes. Good, good. Very good, guys. Okay, so today what we are going to discuss? Can anybody tell me, guys? Today what we are going to discuss? What topic? Okay, let me tell you, guys. First of all, now today we are going to create a simple backend application, and using that application, guys, we can perform CRUD operation. Okay. Yes, CRUD operation. Okay, can anybody tell me what is the meaning of CRUD? What is the meaning of CRUD, guys? Can anybody tell me? If you heard the word CRUD, then what does it mean? Create, read, update, and delete. Yes, sir. Very good, guys. Very good. So basically, we are going to create a backend application for a to-do app. Okay. I think everyone know about what is to-do. To-do means, suppose you want to perform some task, but before performing, na, you want to add them, you want to list them, so that you don't have to remember. Simply open the to-do app and see whatever tasks are pending. Just see those tasks and complete them. Right? That is the to-do. Got it, guys? So here, if I ask you about, suppose I want to create a to-do. Okay. So for creating a to-do, what are the things are required? Suppose I want to create a to-do. So for creating the to-do, what are the things required? Yes, sir, like a checklist. Absolutely. Suppose I create to-do. So for creating to-do, what are the things required? First of all, I should mention what is the name of the to-do. Suppose I have to take a class at 9 p.m. for the backend class. So here I can list that I have to take the backend class at 9 p.m. So it is my to do, right? So for creating a to do, only one thing is required, that is the or the to do name. What is the name I want to provide? What name I want to provide? Right? Am I right or wrong? Most thing is required. The to do name. Am I right or wrong, guys? Let me know. Only to do name is required for that. Right? Okay, apart from that, whenever you are going to create a to do, na, by default it will show you like incomplete, because you have just created the to do. But after completing the to do, it will show like it has been completed. Am I right or wrong, guys? Let me know. Am I right or wrong? Guys, am I audible now? Everyone? Okay, okay. So let me share my entire screen, guys, so that we can start coding for it. Okay. So where is my window? Guys, just let me open the window first. Yes. I think VS Code is visible, right? Guys, visible now, VS Code? Okay, I think visible. Okay. So first of all, now guys, I have to store the data. I have to store the data into the database. But before before storing the data into the database, I have to give a structure to the data. Means अगर मोटी मोटी बात अगर मैं बोलूँ तो अगर मुझे किसी भी डेटा को डेटाबेस में स्टोर करना है ना, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल मुझे एक स्ट्रक्चर देना पड़ता है उस डेटा को. So the structure is known as the model, right? So for that now, here what I will do, I will create a new file and I will give a name called model.js. And inside this model.js file now, I will write what will be the structure of the data. Okay, means whatever data I am going to store into my database now, here simply I'm going to write what will be the structure of it. Okay, so first of all, guys, let me know if I want to communicate with my database, then what package I should use. Suppose I have an Express server and I want to communicate with my MongoDB database. Now, what package I have to use for communicating with my database? Let me know. In previous class, we have used the package. Can anybody tell me what will be the package name? Anybody? Okay, basically the package name is Mongoose, right? Yes, for defining a schema. After defining a schema, from that schema, we will create a model. Yes, Mongoose. So already we have installed the Mongoose in our previous class. So here we have to use it. For using it, we have to import it first. Okay. So what we want to import? Why we want to import Mongoose, right? After that, we have to create a schema of it. So const to do schema. Okay. So here one more thing I need, that is called schema class. Using this schema class na, you will be able to create a schema. So I have to use a new keyword, and using new schema I can create a schema. After creating the schema na, from that schema I have to create or I have to generate a model. So for generating a model, simply I will took mongoose. From the mongoose, a method is there called model. So here this model will take two things. First, what will be the name of your model? Then what schema you want to use to create that model, right? First of all, you have to mention what will be your model name, and secondly, you have to mention that from which schema you are going to create that model. I think we can create it in this manner, like mongoose dot schema. Yes, we can also, without importing schema, we can also create like mongoose dot schema, because every package is everything or every configuration is present inside this mongoose now. So from this mongoose we can also import it like mongoose dot schema. But good practice is just importing the schema class directly. Okay, here your name will be and what schema I want to use? I want to use the to do schema simply, right? After creating the model na, we have to use the model to store the data, to retrieve the data from the database, right? So for that I will store the model inside the variable called const to do. Finally, I will do, I will export the model defaultly like const, like export default to do. Got it, people? So in this manner, I can create a schema, and from that schema, I can convert it into a model using mongoose.model. So I have to take a mongoose first. From the mongoose, a method or a function is there called model. This model function will help you to create a model. But before creating the model, it will ask two things. First of all, what will be your model name? Like to do will be my model name. Second thing, from which schema I have to generate the model. So here to do schema is there. So from the to do schema, I have to generate the model. Got it, people? Actually, we can directly export, like export const to do. So if you write export const to do now, it will not be exported defaultly, right? So whenever you are going to import that to do now, you have to write this syntax: import, then braces. Inside the braces, to do will be there. But if you use a default, then you don't have to use the braces. Directly you can import to do. Got it? But once if you have already used the default keyword, that means you are not going to export any other thing, right? You are going to export only one thing. Only on that time we have to use the export default. Otherwise, just you can write export, put braces. Inside the braces, whatever thing you want to pass, multiple thing, you can pass it from here. That's why I have not used it. Use the only export. So in multiple schemas, suppose you want to create multiple schemas, and for multiple schemas you have multiple files. Only on that time you can use a default. Got it? Suppose inside this model.js file, if you have multiple models, on that time you can't use a default. You have to use normal export. Got it, guys? Okay. Now one thing is required to store the to do. Like, what will be the to do text? So here text will be there, right? Okay, what will be the type of the text? It will be simple string, because text will be a string in string format now, right? So I will take it as a string. And it is required or not means, if I want to create a to do and if I don't pass any to do text, on that time to do should not be created. That means the to do text field is mandatory. So for that I will write required true. After that also I will take a status. Okay, I will take what? A status. Okay, what status I want to pass? Like whenever a to do will be created na, by default. Okay, first of all I have to mention the type. Type will be boolean, because whenever I will create a to do, defaultly it will take false. Now what does it mean by false, guys? Suppose you have created a to do. So if you created the to do now, that means you have just created but you have not completed that task. So only for that time it will show the status as a false. But once if you have completed the task, the status value will be converted into true. Got it? And suppose you want to add a timestamps, means at what time you have created this to do. For that, here put a comma. You can write time stamps and pass the value true. That's it, guys. By using only this syntax, you can create any to do. Means you can create any schema, and from that schema you can convert it into a model. Got it, guys? Till now any confusion is there? Let me know, guys. Let me know in models section. Any confusion? Understandable na, guys? Models. Model means it's a structure. By using that structure you can store some data, and also you can retrieve the data from the database. Got it? Now we have to use this to do schema to store the data. So for that, go inside the index.js and import it. So I will import the to do. Okay, guys, one more thing. It is not a good practice to write a backend, because for writing a backend everything should be organized. Like for models a separate folder will be there, for controllers a separate folder will be there, separate file will be there. But just because I want to keep this backend series in a simple manner. That's why I'm not making it too much complicated for you guys. Got it? Okay, people. So here I don't want this at app.get or slash login, okay? But this connectdb is very much important. So I will not comment it out. Okay, first of all, here you can see I have already add some configuration like express.json. That means if I want to send some data from the front end, and the data, if the data is in the form of JSON, then my backend can accept the data. URL encoded means, suppose if I want to pass some data via URL, so that my backend can grab the data from the URL. That's why I have to use URL encoded. Got it, people? Understandable now? Okay. Now some endpoints and some controllers I have to create, right? So for that, guys, just let me know uh, which method is good to send some data securely. Like one method is there get, and another method is there called post. So between get and post method, which one is the best for transmitting data securely? Let me know. Oh, express.static means, suppose you want to upload any picture or you want to upload any file. So whenever you are going to upload any file now, the file should be stored in some place in the backend, means inside some folder. So if I use express.static, and inside that I have to mention a directory name. So whenever I'm going to upload any file, the file should be stored inside only that directory, means /public. That's why I have used express.static. Okay, first endpoint is create. Okay, and another function will be there. The function will take two things, request and response, as an argument. Okay, so using this app.post and /create means, on that particular endpoint I can create some data. Got it? Another is app.get read, right? CRUD now, create read. Yes, it will also take two argument, request and response. Now app dot delete means, suppose I want to delete a to do. So again, request and response are required. Suppose I want to update, app dot uh, patch. Okay, put and patch, both methods are used to update the data. Got it? Delete method is used to delete some data from the database. Get method is mostly used to retrieve the data from the database. Post method is used to send the data to the database or the server. Got it, guys? Okay, here few important things are there, guys. Suppose if i if I have sent some data from the front end and I want to accept the data, so from where I can accept? I have told now, from this request object I can grab the data. From this, by using this response object, I can send the data to my front end. So for creating a to do, I have to send a to do name to my backend, so that my backend will take the name and create a to do for me. So here I can write const to do text equal to request dot body. Okay, so request object has a two separate objects. Inside this request object we have two different objects. First is body, second is file. So if you want to access the normal text data, so the text data will be present inside the request.body. But suppose if you want to upload any picture, so the file will be accessible from request.files. Got it? From request.files or file you can get the file, or from request.body you can get the text data. Okay people, understandable now? After that, what I want to do, I just want to create the data or store it inside the database. For that I have created a model now. What is the model name? To do. So on that to do, what I want to do, I want to create a simple document, right? So to do dot create. Okay, here I am not going to add any kind of validations. It is your job to add some validation. Means whether user have passed the to do text or not, you should check it before creating the document. Got it, guys? First of all, I have to pass the text. So simply I will pass to do text. Got it? And here I will store it like const to do. And guys, don't forget to put async keyword before the function. And here you have to pass await, because you are going to create some data and store the data into the database. So for storing the data, it will take some time to communicate with the database, right? That's why we have to make this as an asynchronous process. Okay people, so here by following this step you can create a to do. Now I have already created the to do. So what I will do, simply I will return a response with a status code of 201. Okay guys, 200 status code means success status, means no error is there. Whatever operation you want to perform, you have performed it successfully. That's why you have to pass 200. 201 means you have created some data to your database. That's why 201 is used. After that, I want to send the data in the form of JSON. Got it? So here data will be my field. So what data I want to send? This is to do data. Whatever data is present inside this variable na to do, simply I want to send the data. That's it. So that is my first API. You can say that, or you can say it is a controller. And here forward slash create, it is my what? It is my endpoint. That's it, guys. We have created our first controller and also first API. Now we have to check it. Can anybody tell me how I can check whether my API is working or not? How I can check? Anybody tell me? How can I check it whether it is working or not? Some tools are there like Postman. So let me fire up the Postman. In later I will tell you after this class. Okay, after the class how you can install the Postman. Okay, so here you can see my Postman. Okay, let me zoom in more. Okay, I think it is visible now, guys. Postman. Okay, please check it. Visible now on screen. Postman visible na guys? Let me know. I think Postman visible guys. Okay, so first of all, na I have to create a request first. Okay. So first of all, here if you see now, I have used what request? Post request. So here I have to set first post, right? After that, okay, let me start the server first. So node index.js. So my server will be started. Now two things we have to keep in our mind. First of all, what will be our port number and what is my endpoint name, like / create. So go inside the postman, write http colon / localhost colon 3000 my port number. After that / create, right? Now if I hit the send button, see 500 internal server error. Some message are there, right? Okay, just because I have not sent any data. Okay, path is required. To do validation error. Let me see, guys. What is the error is there? To do text is there. Text required. Yes, I have passed the text. Okay, only text I will pass here. Okay, again I have started my server. Inside the postman, guys, I have to send some data now. How to send the data? Go inside the body, because I have told now whatever data you are going to send, you have to go inside the body. Now from the none, you have to select raw. In this raw, you have to select what? JSON data. Now I have to send the JSON data. How to send? Open a braces first. Now you here you have to pass what text. What text? I have to take the backend class at 9 p.m. So this is my data and I want to send this data. Got it, people? Now if I click on the send button, na, still it is giving me internal server error. Okay, so here to do text will not be there, simply text will be there because here text is there, right? So let me stop it. Okay, now it has been started, my server. Okay, now here I will hit the send button again. To do validation failed. Cast to string failed for value. Okay, let me check. Okay, I think na it will not be in a inverted comma. It will be in this format. Sorry for the mistake, guys. Status, yes. Okay, now again I have to stop the server. Okay guys, if you want now you can use nodemon, because whenever you are going to make any changes in your server, nodemon will help you to automatically make those changes and restart the server again and again. Got it? Now if I hit the send button, still the error. Localhost create, yes, everything is fine here. Cast to string failed for value. Type object, path text. Yes, everything I have passed here. Timestamps, status, text. What is the error? Okay, request.body dot text. Okay, I think error will be gone right now, because from the body object I have to grab text, right? That's why I'm getting this error. Now if I click on the send button, see, that tutu has been created, right? It is visible now inside the postman. See, inside the data a text is there. What is the text? I have to take the backend class at 9 p.m. Also, what is the status? Status is false because I have just now created the to do. I have not completed the to do yet, right? That's why the status is what? False. Okay, and here you can see created at means at what time I have created and what time I have updated. Here I have not updated, that's why uh, the time will be same, created at and the updated at. Got it, people? Suppose I want to create another to do, like I have to take the front end class. I have to take the front end class at what time? At 7 p.m., right? That I have already taken. I have already taken the class, right? Send. See, I have to take the front end class at 7 p.m. Status is what? False. But here status should be true because I have already completed the task. Got it, people? You can see now the data has been created, and here you will be you will be able to understand that what is the use case of express.json. Previously I have told now, if you use express.json, that you are going to tell your backend, hey backend, now you can got all the data, whatever data will be sent in the form of JSON. Got it? Okay, now let's create another endpoint and another controller, guys. So it's my create. So now let's read the data. Again, it will be an asynchronous method. Here I just simply grab the data. So const to do equal to await to do dot find. That's it. If you use to do dot find, so entire data will be accessible. Now simply return what? Response dot status code of 200 dot, the data will be in the form of JSON. So here I will pass what? Data will be what? To do. That's it, guys. It is your second endpoint, and okay, I should wrap it up. Okay, to do dot find. Okay, in MongoDB now we have two type of read operation, like find and find one. If you write only find na, here you can see find. So only find means whatever data, means जितना भी data present है ना मेरे database में सबको ले आओ. That is the meaning of find. And if you want to use find one, that means database से ना एक particular data को लेके आओ. That is find one. अगर find means database के अंदर जितना भी data पड़ा है सभी को लेके आओ. Got it? Okay, now let me restart my server again. Okay, guys, just keep in your mind, no to do backend application will be very much easy, because here multiple validations will be there. Okay, so it is your job to add those validations. हेवी ऑपरेशन नहीं होगा. देखो, अगर तुम बेस्ट केस सिनेरियो बोलोगे ना, तो मैं बोलूंगा कि हेवी ऑपरेशन नहीं होगा. लेकिन अगर मान के चलो तुम्हारे डेटाबेस के अंदर मिलियंस ऑफ डेटा प्रेजेंट है, तो उस टाइम पे एक हेवी ऑपरेशन होगा, क्योंकि हर एक डेटा को तुम्हें रीड करके उसको लाना है, राइट? तो उस टाइम पे कह सकते हो कि ये एक हेवी ऑपरेशन है. बट राइट नाउ यू हैव ओनली फ्यू डेटा, लाइक 10 डेटा, 20 डेटा, so it is not a heavy operation for right now. It will work normally. Okay, so let me restart it. So guys, let me know what method I have used here. Get या post? Yes, redis use होगा. Many things are there, not only Redis, okay, but good is Redis. You can say that. So here get, I have to use the get method. And what will be the endpoint? Forward slash read. So again, I will go to my Postman. I will copy it from here. I will create a new request. Here get method will be there. Instead of using create, I will use what? Read. Simple read. And if I hit the send button now, see guys, whatever to do I have created now, here you can see two to do is there. First to do is I have to take the backend class at 9 p.m. Another to do is I have to take the front end class at 7 p.m. See now, I have told now whatever data is present, it will fetch all the data. Suppose I want to create a new data like soon MongoDB bootcamp will be conducted. So it is one of my to do. I want to create this to do. So I will send it. See, the to do has been created. Now if I again go to my read endpoint, and if I hit the endpoint again, now see here guys, it's my first data, first to do it is, it's my second to do, and here you can see soon MongoDB bootcamp will be conducted. Got it guys? The read operation. Till now, any doubt guys? For create and read operation, any doubt? If you want to, if you want to add any validation, so it is all up to you. You can easily add it. Till now, if you have any doubt guys, you can ask me. Okay. Yes. Okay. So till now we have completed two major operation, create and read. Now let's move forward to the another operation called delete. Suppose I want to delete a particular to do. So how can I delete it? Right? So here now you can use multiple approaches, like by using this to do text, you can delete a to do. And also for each and every to do now, by default underscore id will be there. So you can also take that underscore id also, right? For deleting that to do. Okay, state difference between status code 200 and 201. Okay, see, 200 means whatever operation you have performed now, no error is there. Means it, 200 means simple success or okay. But 201 means if you have already created a data, means whatever operation you have performed now, on that operation if you have created any data successfully, then you have to use 201. Okay, here if you notice now, inside this create means I have created a data, that's why I have used 201. Okay, if you want to use, you can use 200 also, no issue will be there. At the front end you have to use the on click, yes it is right. But whenever you are going to fetch the data from the database now, by default underscore id will be there. So using props you can also pass the underscore id. एंड वेनेवर जब भी आप बटन के ऊपर क्लिक करोगे ना, क्या करेगा वो उस अंडरस्कोर आईडी को भी ग्रैब करेगा और बैकएंड को सेंड कर देगा. अगर एक बार हम बैकएंड तक वो अंडरस्कोर आईडी भेज देंगे ना, तो बैकएंड अपना काम कर देगा. गॉट इट? बैकएंड उसको डिलीट कर देगा. सी गाइस, सी सपोज फ्रॉम द फ्रंट एंड here delete na, let's make it async. Suppose from the front end, I am going to get an underscore ID. Okay. And from where? Request dot body dot underscore ID. I have got it, right? Now what I want to do? Simply I want to delete a data like to do dot delete by ID. No, no, no. Delete, find one and delete. Okay. To do dot find one and delete. This method you can use to delete a particular data. Okay. Here you can pass based on what you want to delete. Like based on underscore ID, I want to delete a data. So what will be the value of underscore ID? Simple underscore ID. So first of all, find one and delete means it will take the underscore ID, it will find the data, and after finding the data, it will delete it. Okay, and here simply write await. Finally, just return a response. Return response dot status code of 200 because I have successfully deleted the to do. That's why 200 dot JSON. Inside the JSON, send a data like to do deleted successfully. Then a smiley. Okay, that's it to delete a to do. Okay, so I have to grab the underscore ID, just the underscore ID. So let me restart the server first. Okay, server restarted. Okay, method is a delete, also endpoint is a delete, right? Are people got my point or not? Method is delete and also the endpoint is delete. Now what should I do? Simply I have to go to the postman. I will again create another endpoint, and here what will be the name? I have to use this particular URL here. After read, I have to write, instead of read, I have to write the delete here, and the method will be what? Post. Inside the body, what data I have to send? Raw data. Now inside the raw, I have to pass what? Underscore ID. Suppose I want to delete a to do called like soon MongoDB bootcamp will be conducted. I want to delete the data. So here underscore ID is there. So simply I will copy this underscore ID and I will pass it here. Got it? And again I will hit the send button. Okay. Oh, sorry guys. It will not be a post, it will be delete. Send. See, you have successfully received a message called to do deleted successfully. Status code is 200. If I hover now, that means what does it mean by 200? See, okay, right? Means request successful. The server has responded as required. That means whatever operation you have performed now, the operation has been performed successfully. Now suppose I have deleted the to do. So how to check whether the to do is present or not? So again I have created another endpoint, right, called /read. So I can read whatever to do I is present inside my database. So if I again send, if I again click on the send button now, see, I have only two to do called I have to take the backend class at 9 p.m. I have to take the front end class at 7 p.m. But no other to do is there called MongoDB bootcamp will be conducted soon. Got it, guys? So that is our delete operation. Now tell me guys, any confusion is there or not? Or you people have understood? Let me know guys. After that we will work on our last what is called last endpoint called update. Okay. First see, try to understand and let me know if any confusion is there or not. ओके सी, अगर तुम्हें ना एक टू डू को डिलीट करना है तो क्या करोगे? उस टू डू को डिलीट करने के लिए तुम्हारे पास दो ही ऑप्शन होगा। आइदर क्या करोगे, ये जो टू डू का नेम है ना, इस नेम को पास करोगे और डेटाबेस में मैच करोगे। यू हैव टू मैच द डेटा whether the to do text is matching or not. If the to do text will match now, so what you will do right now, just delete the data. Otherwise you have another option called to do id is there, like underscore id. Got it? So just take the underscore id again, just match the underscore id whether the underscore id present in my database or not. If the underscore id is present, simply delete it. That's it. So here I have used a method called find one and delete. So first of all, it will take my underscore id, it will find whether the id is present or not. If the id is present, it will simply delete it. Got it? It will simply delete the id. Means delete the entire document. Got it? Okay, see, many options are there, like request.body is there, request.query is there, request.params is there. Okay, if you want to use, you can use any other approaches, any kind of approaches, but for making this video normal and simple, I'm just going to tell about request.body. But I'm not telling that there is no other such options like request.params and request.query. Like put a question mark and after that you can send some data. I know that. Okay, so for now just focus on those things. In later videos I will show you what is request.params and request.queries. See, here I want to update. Okay, now what I want to update, guys? First of all, now see, here you can see I have already taken the class that will be conducted on 7 p.m. like front end class, right? So now I have already taken the class, so I want to make the status as true, right? So how can I do that? First of all, I have to search whether the to do is present or not. If the to do is present, what you will do, you will have to override the status into true. Simple. I have to grab what? I have to grab underscore id from where? Request.body.underscore id. But before that, make it async. Async. Okay. Now, after that, what I want to do? Simple. To do dot find one and update is also there, right? Find one and update. So using the find one and update, you can easily update any data. First of all, you have to tell based on what data you want to find that particular document. So based on underscore id, okay, based on underscore id, I want to find my data. Now you have to tell what data you want to store, right? So here you can again use dollar $set. Okay, dollar $set. And what data you want to set? Simple, the status. I want to override the status as what? True. Got it? I want to override the status as what? True. That's it. If you do this, okay, see, update and replace, now it's a good question. Like, your question should be like, what is the difference between put and patch? Okay, so simply, if anyone asks now what is the difference between them, you can say like there is no major difference between them. Like both put and patch method is used to update the data, but Patch method means suppose you want to change a particular data, like to do, inside the to do you just want to change its status. Okay, just the status. So for changing its status you can use the patch. But suppose you want to replace the entire document, entire to do document you want to replace. So whenever you are going to replace the entire document, on that time you have to use the put method. That is the only difference between update and replace. And also patch and put. In put you can replace the entire document. In patch you can change or you can update a particular field. Okay, see here, let me put an await here. So here I have already make the changes. Now what I want to do, I want to return response with the status code of 200. Also I want to send some data. What data I want to send? To do completed, and also with a smiley. Yes, for update is a patch. For replacing a document it will be put. Yes, Aditya. Okay, let me restart my server once again. Okay, I have restarted my server. Guys, many things are there in backend. Okay, status code 400 is there. 400 means client side error. Status code 404 means file not found. Status code 401 means unauthorized. Okay, 403 means forbidden. Multiple things are there. Okay, see update, not update, na? Yes, update. Sorry. See, one particular update means suppose inside a document you want to change only one field. You want to override only one field of data. So on that time you can use the patch. But suppose if you want to replace the entire document, means suppose here the text is there now. So if you want to just change the text, you can use the patch. But if you want to replace this entire document, you can use what? Put. Got my point? Okay, so let me create an another request, guys. Here I have to create it first, copy it first. Request will be patch. I will put it here, not delete, it will be update. Inside the body I have to send a data in the form of raw. It will be in the form of also JSON. Underscore ID I have to send. Now how is the sorting in list done? Okay, after fetching all the document now, you can sort them. Many ways are there. Okay, in later videos I will explain. Okay, if I explain it now, right now, it will be little bit complicated. Got it? In my next video na, I will definitely discuss about it. Okay, underscore ID na. First of all, I have already taken the class for front end, right? So I will copy it, and here I will put the underscore ID. Simply send. See what result I have got. To do completed, right? To do completed. Now here I have not read the data yet, so the status is what? False. If I again read the data, now see what is the status, guys? True now. What is the status? True, right? Yes or no? Now if you want now, you can also toggle the data. If you want, you can easily toggle the data. How to toggle? Simple. Here just take the data first, like const to do. Here to do dot find by id. Here you have to pass the underscore id, right? So now you have the data, the entire to do data, right? Suppose you want to toggle. How to toggle? Simply, instead of writing true now, you can write to do dot what status. So from the previous document, you can grab the to do status and put a not sign here. So here, if the to do status is already true, it will become false. If it is false, it will become true. In this manner, you can toggle it. If I restart the server now, you can see the changes. Okay, go to my postman. See what is the status right now? True now. And here, guys, I have already sent it the ID. If I again send it, and here if I again send it, see what is the status right now? False, right? If I again hit the endpoint, now come back to the read operation, again hit the endpoint, see for true, means a toggling, guys. There will be a simple button like mark as read. If you click on that button mark as read, so it will be read. If you again click on that button, means it will not be read. Got it? So in this manner, the toggle will work. Other people get my point or not? Let me know. Backend easy na, guys? Any doubt, guys? Till now, any doubt? Guys, in later time na, in later time, I will also share the code file. But for right now, I am not going to share the code file, because if I share the code file na, you are not going to study all those things. So you should study first. Then for the reference, I will share it with all of you guys. Okay. So that's it. That's your first project. See? Okay, let me stop the server first and let me show you your first task. Whatever I have discussed, right? Where is the task? Backend July. Oh, patch method. See guys, हिंदी में बोलता हूँ, ठीक है? देखो, पैच और पुट, ये दो मेथड होता है, ठीक है? इन दोनों मेथड को यूज करके ना तुम क्या कर सकते हो, डेटाबेस में अगर कोई डेटा प्रेजेंट है तो उस डेटा को तुम अपडेट कर सकते हो। लेकिन एक छोटा सा डिफरेंस होता है। डिफरेंस क्या है? अगर तुम एक पर्टिकुलर डॉक्यूमेंट के अंदर, लाइक एक टू डू का डॉक्यूमेंट है, सी हियर, ओके, छोड़ो, एक टू डू का डॉक्यूमेंट है, उस टू डू के डॉक्यूमेंट के अंदर मल्टीपल फील्ड्स है। मल्टीपल फील्ड बोले तो उस टू डू का टेक्स्ट भी प्रेजेंट है, उस टू डू का स्टेटस भी प्रेजेंट है कि वो टू डू कंप्लीटेड है या नहीं है। तो सपोज अगर मान के चलो कोई एक पर्टिकुलर फील्ड का डेटा तुम अपडेट करना चाहते हो, तो उस टाइम पे यू हैव टू यूज द पैच। बट सपोज यू वांट टू रिप्लेस द एंटायर डॉक्यूमेंट, जो पूरा का पूरा डॉक्यूमेंट है ना, उसी को तुम रिप्लेस करके एक नया डॉक्यूमेंट रखना चाहते हो, सो ऑन दैट पर्टिकुलर टाइम यू हैव टू यूज पुट मेथड, otherwise patch method. Got it, Ayush? Any doubt? Okay, guys, here you can see to do backend, right? Create a backend for to do application where you have to create controllers for creating a to do, updating a to do, deleting a to do, also mark as read a to do, right? Please avoid this authentication feature. It is not a beginner friendly. Got it? And in our next class na, I will discuss about book catalog API, like develop a backend system for managing a library's book catalog, implement CRUD operation. Means if you have understood this to do backend na, you can also easily create this, you can also easily create this book catalog API. It will not be difficult for you guys to create it. Okay. Now let me know, guys, if you have any doubt or not till now. Same, guys, same. No difference is there. Yes, I can teach you like Oracle DB or MySQL. I can also teach MongoDB as well, Cockroach DB. Many things are there. Okay, in later time, na? No, not Vector DB. Right now, I'm just exploring about Vector DB or Dynamo DB. Prisma. Okay, in later boot camps, I will obviously discuss about Prisma and Postgres. Okay, just tell me, Prisma is an ODM or ORM? How did I learn these things? From the documentation, from the tutorials, and a hell lot of practice. Yes, ORM. Object relational mapping, right? Or mapper, whatever you want to say. Or object relational model, you can say that. Okay, guys, any other question till now? Let me know if you have any other if you have any further questions, or otherwise I will end this process here. Guys, if you have enjoyed this video, na, please don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. It definitely gives us a motivation. Can you share some resources or notes? Yes, I can share. I will share the documentation, okay, into the group so that you can easily go through all those things. Oh, thank you, Prakash. Thank you. आई थिंक अगर मैं हिंदी में ज़्यादा बोलूँगा ना, तो इट विल बी वेरी मच हेल्पफुल फॉर यू गाइस, बिकॉज़ क्या है ना, हिंदी सुनने में अच्छा लगता है, बोलने में भी अच्छा लगता है, लेकिन क्या होता है ना, लाइक 60-40 का रेशियो रहता है। जैसे जितना भी बोलूँगा ना, 40% तुम समझ पाओगे, लेकिन 60% ना ऊपर से जाएगा। I will try, guys, because क्या है ना, multiple students are there who don't know about Hindi. Like those students who live in Kerala on that side, na, they are not at all able to understand Hindi properly. Abhishek, accent means what accent, guys? Guys, if you want, na, I can also continue any of the series. Like, if you want to learn backend, na, I can teach you entire backend. Okay, but you should be consistent for that. Thank you, guys. Thank you for watching this video from the Kenya, guys. I don't know you're from Kenya. Thank you for supporting. Okay, Aditya, I will try. Okay, but अगर कोई एक भी बोलेगा ना, if any student tell like, sir, no, sir, please continue in English, I will not be able to understand Hindi, then I have to continue it in English. Because WhatsApp group is there, na? Like you have not get the WhatsApp group link. Oh, okay, okay, okay. In later time, na, in message, I will put the WhatsApp group link. Okay. I'm also planning to create a channel like in WhatsApp. A channel is there, na? Like open channels. I will create and I will also send it to you. I will put it in the video description. The link. You can use that link to join into the group. Yes, I'm also planning to open a Discord for that because in Discord, now I can also conduct classes in Discord. And guys, I can also no no I hate Twitter. Too much kachra is there, guys. Too much kachra. Kachra politics. I think LinkedIn is good for me, guys. LinkedIn, WhatsApp, also Telegram and Discord. Yes, it depends on free time. Yes, definitely. But क्या होता है ना majority time I get kachra things. Like it feels like I will become pagal. After getting all those tweets, na, it becomes like blood is blood is coming from my eyes. Yes, Aditya, you can follow our page like Codex Center. If you search Codex Center, na, you will get it. Okay, 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 guys. I will definitely create a Discord and I will put the Discord link into my video description so that you can also connect with me. And if any other important classes are there, na, I'm also planning to conduct a full series of backend, a full series of front end. Okay, how can I prepare? You should learn all those things properly. You should practice and practice. No other option is there. No shortcut is there, guys. You should learn it properly. You should practice them properly. After that, you can learn 50 to 60%, not 100%. Even I don't know 100%, guys. I have limited knowledge. Okay, okay, guys. Any further question, guys? Let me know. Any further question, or should I end the class here? अरे नहीं प्रकाश, if I continue both front end and back end, na, it will be difficult for you to take both the things at once. So at a time, you should learn one thing. It will be like you are standing on two different boat, and if two boats are moving forward to another direction, na, like two boat are going to different direction, now you will not be able to learn anything. You will not be able to stay any particular boat. Okay, Aditya. Okay. Okay, either Notion, yeah, I will create a blog section in my website. Okay, so on that blog, na, like I will create a blog on Express. I will create a blog on Node.js, or a simple CRUD app, and also code file will be there. So whenever you want to uh, read those things, you can easily read, right? And if you want now, I can provide you public APIs. Like also, I have many backend applications. I have also deployed them into Virtual, and I can share it to with you guys to create front end for them and use those globally accessible APIs created by me for any of the project of yours. Okay, guys. Okay, thank you for joining today's class, guys. Okay, and I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to learn all those things properly. Okay, if you have any question, just comment it down. I will definitely reach out to you. Okay. Okay, guys. Definitely, Aditya. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Very, very good night to all of you. I am Rahul Ghosh and currently signing off. Thank you, guys. Thank you.